Sting actually triggers Gravekeeper's Cloak.
Yeah, so in the laning phase, probably not, but...
Poison's still active, and it's a lot of mana level 1. That's a dead edge.
Yeah, the Burrow Strike into the arrow. That is just a classic Dota combination right there. Full advantage. Maybe he's like level 4 or something. Then it'll feel a little bit better. They're going to go on to Shad now. Shad actually takes the time to go for the deny here, but it looks like he's going to die. Have to TP back into lane, so things not going so hot for Viking G. Yeah.
As you attempt to do so, it's just not a feasible proposition.
Miss Burrow Strike a little bit too slow for that, Zai, but Nisha's going to come in, and they're going to see if they can get some kills. Matumbaman's going to join in on the process. They're going to go for kills, and then go for the tower immediately afterwards. Shad's going to actually pop his ultimate here, see if he can get away, and maybe jump to the mid lane where they were trying to dive up.
Find a kill, and then boom, Zai teleports top. Matu can now play bottom. He's still ready to come in if needed.
Stun onto the Visage, but Puppey... Aramis coming in from the side here. Shad's around, but what's a Spectre going to be doing in 9.5 minutes in? Not really much of a threat. Aramis trying to do it all by himself, and to no surprise, the Visage is more than tanky enough to be able to deal with this. They do get the mid tower though, so they...
That also means if it's hitting trees and let's say a Timber Saw or the Fury and Summon would destroy them, it still gets the tree bonus damage.
Right. Yeah.
Cool. Secret right now is putting on a clinic. 4K ahead, 7 kills, but it feels like they're just in total control of the game thus far.
Deny! Oh, this... The Celery Eyes, actually.
That's only if you can keep up in net worth. It's tough to do that when your cores simply don't farm nearly as fast.
No smoke move. This would be a really big kill if they can get it. Slow him down. Long enough for the stomp to be able to land. Look at those screens, body blocks, though. Boom is having a hard time getting around it. And now they're actually going to be able to turn things around. With the Moonlight Shadow, Zai's going to be able to get nice and close before he pounces with that Burrow Strike. The arrow slides on by. Aramis was able to dodge it, but he had to go back into Matumbaman's range, and he's going to cop a lot of damage for it. And very likely go down anyway, as he doesn't really have anywhere else to juke. He goes for the stomp, but he gets hit by the Wrath of Nature, revealed by the Sprout.
Indeed. We see it with Terrorblade as a counter to the Veno. Visage is the same deal, just so much raw physical damage. These wards die immediately. Aramis.
Is the arrow going to be there in time? Nature's Path goes and tries to slow down Aramis. They're still going to be able to get this kill. Toby actually gets a pretty decent Nova, but there's no follow-up damage off of it. Boom's here, and he's in Dragon form too, but he does not feel good about this fight at all because everybody from Secret is able to show up in a moment's notice.
What I love about Secret, and what I think they just do better than most other teams, if not all other teams, is their item decisions. It always just makes sense.
Arrow slides in. Hits Toby. They're going to be able to finish him off pretty easily. Now, Zai gets a little bit low, but anybody who sticks around and tries to go for that kill is going to be caught by the Visage. Double kill for Yapstor. And Aramis, fortunately, his movement speed from the Tranquil Boots gets him away from Puppey here.
Poor Viking, man. Like XP. It's another thing Secret does really well. They almost always rotate a core around the 6 to 8 minute mark and leave Puppey or Yapstor, whoever's on that key hero for XP. That's a dead end. I believe arrow? Not even needed. Save it. Pipe is gonna like leave so much.
Buddy, keep on hitting those creeps. We're gonna need you. In the meantime, though, they're just gonna have to forfeit a lot of towers because every single time they show up to defend, they're caught by the initiation of Zai or Puppey. Puppey, in fact, is gonna have an even better initiation quite soon, as he's gonna be getting a blink dagger as opposed to like
so far ahead. I think it's just fine, and they can always go back
look
for
at
it.
this. They're gonna finish up Roshan and get the Moonlight Shadow initiation. So not only do they get that Aegis, but they're gonna get some free kills for it too. As boom, he's got to get out of here. Matumbaman, his physical damage build isn't the greatest, but it looks like, what was that, an arrow?
Yeah.
Nice. Catches Toby, so they get 2. And Viking G tower.
I think you want to do it before 20 minutes whenever possible, just because the outpost. Less about the XP boost. You get more denying it from the enemy supports. And poor Celery.
Yeah. Nope.
No.
And a high ground miss. That'll allow him to survive, but Shad, he's getting quite low here as he tries to dive past the tier 3 tower. Puppey with really good overgrowth, catching multiple heroes, and boom, he is outside of his base and he can't run through. Nisha's actually going to be a little bit low until no, he's bailed out by Zai and everything's fine. Secret are all mostly healthy unless boom actually blinks back in and finishes him off. Managed to get the kill on Nisha, gets a second kill on the Tree Protector as well. Okay, 3 kills in total now, making a 4. Zai's going to go down, and Shad, he's going to clean up on this. Matumbaman, he loses the Aegis. They're going to surround him, and he'll probably die too.
Sick.
How did that just break down?
I'll trust you. They're hunting. Spectre Haunt is prepared.
Boom leading the way. Blinks in. Immediately gets the stun onto the Visage. And here comes Shad. They're going to try and blow up Nisha as quick as possible. The Stomp is going to be able to stop these familiars from getting out the damage. Zero Splitter, it's going to land on Nisha as well. Pulling him back in. The Moonlight Shadow, it actually allows him to dodge the Dragon Tail. Where was the counter detection? Shad, stuck inside the trees, will be able to dagger his way out here. As Zai actually turned around and put the clumsy net onto the Spectre for a second. But Spectre did manage to get out. A last second Nova is probably going to make it
killing Nisha. You can take out Zai and Yap, so those have got to be your opening targets.
No, that dagger. I don't think it was where he wanted it to be. He got stuck in the trees as a result. Now, boom, he doesn't have a way to cut down the trees. Quelling Blade's still in his backpack, and as he gets revealed, he'll die as well. And all of a sudden, the game was looking all right for Viking GG for a while. Then back-to-back Cordes and Secret are able to siege the high ground just like they were doing. Fine.
If you want to team fight Secret, you're gonna have to do it on their terms, and it's just so tough to catch them off guard here because Viking are forced to telegraph their moves.
This dragon form, it's going to be wasted unless Secret actually choose to engage. Burrow Strike into the air. Nice chain stun there. Spectre's going to pop the ultimate. Yapster taking a lot of damage in that back line, but immediately the birds triple drop onto the Spectre, and all of his offense gets stalled. Now Zai's going to go back in with that epicenter. Boom's trying to help him out with Matumba Man right now. The Glimmer Cape goes out on the Spectre. They actually don't have detection, but it'll be revealed eventually, especially with the overgrowth. The drop of a sentry. Zai comes through. Nice two-man. Burrow Strike on the two supports, and they get popped.
And that's what I love. Look at Secret's HPs, right? Almost everybody faded to about 50% there.
Yeah.
GG's come out, and I love Mach. He just stands there between the Spectre and the rest of his team. And yeah, you better ult him. DK shows up, but he just beat
side of Viking GG, so I'll go with Secret again. I like that last pick. I wasn't sure what they're going to go for, but
I was like, okay, I'll try it out myself, and I just feel like I never get enough use out of it. So I have to imagine that's just one of those things where team synergy wise, they good first blood there from Secret.
Yep, he's went for the triple Wraith Band on Matsu, so he's very strong in terms of right click and
Nisha, nice dodge there with the Slight.
that is the trouble with Spirit Breaker versus Ember.
Yeah. And a bit of trouble here for Toby, though the Flame Guard burned away. So he's got the Reaper Sight, but Shackle Shot went through, and wow, that was enough.
We see here from Puppey, mid lane this game. Previously, he was top tier 1 as the Treant, soaking up that XP and gold. And this is the Secret special. 8-9 minutes in, one core that's at
Die. They're gonna have a hard time finishing off any of these heroes with Zai around. Like, how can anybody get low enough to get a Reaper Sight in the first place? And Toby's gonna find himself overextended here. So the rest of his team is not here to join and protect in defending this tier 1.
Why can't they defend? No. Nisha runs through the jungle. Love that high ground ward. Makes it so much simpler for them to play the map. And hey, Zai again.
Zai just seems to, it's something about his personality too, that I feel like he can do these sort of plays and always put himself in danger and always draw a lot of attention, but this man will never tilt.
No. I mean, he's played with, hang on one moment.
Easy TP out from Aramis, but it's not going to be so easy for Celery, who's just eventually going to die here. If Boom needs to do something about it, tries to skewer him away from Celery, but Sleight of Fist just does too much damage. Now, they do have the Void coming in. He's got the Chronosphere. He's going to try and go for a surprise pickup. Okay, never mind. He didn't even try for it. It's several different heroes. I know it's not this simple, but I would almost be tempted to always ignore Zai. Because he's so effective at just being able to bait out like really big rotations for a minor kill. Aramis, he does go down. Toby going to be in some trouble as the relocate going out from Celery is actually going to cut the tether and instead use it to bring Toby back to the fountain. Oh no, he's going to have to use the Chronosphere. He will survive through this, but he didn't grab Nisha in the process. He's able to kind of loop through, time walk away, but Puppey, he can drop the Golem if he wants to. Nisha wants him to as he dives in, hits it with the Purification, the Golem follow-up. Celery comes back in for the relocate. The tether save, is it going to be enough to bail Shad out? He's only got 2 levels of the time walk, so he's got to cut his way through these trees. And there's Matuma able to block off his exit with those frosty arrows. As soon as they're kind of behind, they just run out of damage. We talked about the damage problems from game 1 as well.
Hard to say.
Oh, okay, they're going to be able to get on top of Matuma here. There is going to be saving grace from Zai. He's got Divine plus a little bit more heals. Aramis is in trouble as Yapsor is going to be able to run down underneath the tier 2. Relocate back out as Silence on top of the shackles. Shad's going to be low. Yapsor misses out on the shot there that would have finished him off, and Shad is able to get away. Boom. Not quite so lucky though. Toby actually made the skewer back in. The Reaper side already in tier 2. Nice combo from Viking GG that allows them to finally soon their lineup's going to show like, oh, we can really win some team fights, and then Secret's just going to hit their like second timing and kind of run things over.
The thing that was unfortunate is that Zai's GA, yeah, it saves his drow, but they weren't able to actually deal damage during.
Yeah. Zai gets Hero back in, but that is just a beautiful Golem plus Fatal Bonds combination. They all got to run away, but the damage is going to come in from Nisha. Already takes out the IO, and the Fatal Bonds will make sure that Boom does a fair amount of damage to Aramis as well, who gets sniped out by the
cut across. You know that there's heroes in the area, and they're just trying to economic warfare rather, waged against Viking here. They're gonna know Magus here, and Yapsor, hello.
Pretty big kill. Aramis is actually going to hum in here. TP out, that's not going to be good enough. The multi-shot will bring down Boom, and we do have another shackle shot, so Aramis makes it a double kill for Matuma.
A little bit of a lead, and suddenly it's the Drow and the Wind Ranger afraid for their lives if they show on vision, because they might just be charged reload on.
Toby, he's got a Lotus Orb, so he can quickly remove the shackles, but he's going to be caught by the shackle shot. Yapsor.
Yeah. It's got to be Shad doing that.
Aramis is going to go for the pickoff here on a puppy, and they should be able to get this rather quickly.
If he got that Golem Fatal off, could have been real spooky.
So, such 6-21, just trying to draw things out and wait for a mistake from Secret while trying not to bleed too many heroes. And Yapsor, he goes for a kill onto Aramis, but they've immediately relocated onto him. They're gonna be able to get this kill. They're gonna punish Yapsor for that kind of play, trying to do it solo too. That is a wicked 6 streak and the extra death timer on it.
You have more problems than just Yapsor, but it allows you to deal with this Drow a little bit better. This next big fight, they got the charge of the ideal hero.
Trying to track down Puppy. Gonna cancel out on the charge, a little bit scared. The bulldoze, oh jeez, that physical damage so much, and look at that from long range. The initiation comes in, but it's denied. The Gus stops the Void from being able to get in there. He doesn't want to pop his Manta just yet. Unfortunately, he'll be able to heal everything up here, but Missline jump in. Roshan is low, but Secret are making sure they don't overly commit. Shad, he may actually try and force it. Roshan a bit low. Shad getting bashed up by Roche at the same time. They found their initiation out of Yapsor. That's a pretty good kill, but he got off the wind run first, so they're gonna have to blow everything they can to hope to be able to kill him, and they should bring him down. Staying back inside the Roshan pit. Roche goes outside of the pit. The Chronosphere goes out. He uses it to try and close down Roche. Can he still get the Aegis? Oh, they missed the kill, but they get the Aegis. That's the important part. Now Shad has that extra life, but he's gonna abandon the rest of his team because he looks at this and says, this is a terrible situation. I've used my Chronosphere. Let's just try and get away with the spoils of war. Sadly, Toby and the rest of the supports are not going to be able to long range. They have the telescope as well. So this Drone Ranger, and from very far away, boom. It was given the cheese from the Void, but it may not matter. BKB going off, gets the skewer back, but Nisha and Yapsor combined together, their damage is just immense. A charge through onto the Drone Ranger. Shad is going to go for it here without the Chronosphere. He's looking for some kills, but look at him. He's just being kited around constantly. Time walking off the damage over and over again. Celery's going to try and bail him out here, see if they can keep that ace alive. They will not. But if they can kill Nisha here, it would be massive. Skewer back in. Self-fuel Scepter. He's got a remnant coming up in a second, but his silence goes out. The Reaper's Scythe, and he's down. Dead in the grave. And dead for 2 minutes, too. At that, Team Secret. A rapid retreat now, but a time walk. Forward, dilation, slowing down this Drone Ranger. Shad, if he can keep up on it. Buyback coming in from the Ember Spirit. Celery trying to help out this Void to go in the RP, but it got silenced. The Gus goes out. Matuma, he takes something out, turns the damage on it. Boom, and a shackle shot comes in from Yapsor, locking down Shad. He just cannot get his hands on any of these heroes. And finally, as he does, he's got Token to help him out as well. But Matuma, he's looking so tanky now. There's no help, and Shad has given up on this. But all of his friends are dead. Toby's gonna fall, and Shad, he'll make his way back to the base, much like he did before. But
yeah, that's 2 racks. Maybe 3. No buyback.
Maybe
either of these
3.
cores.
They've got the Chronosphere. Shad, he's just gotta kind of go for it, but every single time he approaches, it's a shackles, it's a silence. There's always something there to be able to slow him down. Now, Matumman's pretty far forward here. Shad, not gonna go for the Chronosphere just yet, but they're losing their buildings pretty quickly. He's gonna have to just throw it out soon as he's trying to beat on Matumman. There goes the building. That's gonna be Megas. Finally, he does throw out the Chronosphere, but he's been Mule Scepter mid-chrono. More damage coming in, and Shackle shot that. He's dead, and Shad's just doing nothing at this point. His physical damage just looks pathetic against the power of Team Secret, as they will take another 2-0 against Viking GG. That makes them 80-0 against this team now since their loss to them at ESL 1 Los Angeles.
It's just so cool to watch, Cap. Like, they're just